Welcome to the Inner Essence podcast. My name is Tiffany and I am your host. And I am so excited for today's episode. Well, I say all this all the time, but I don't know, I'm excited. Hi, how are you? What's up? This is my first episode since quote unquote rebranding the podcast. And I'm excited. But yeah, so the podcast is Inner Essence, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about what is the inner essence. Like, what is your inner essence, and what does an inner essence mean? Before I start every episode, I like to do something I call my big three and my Venus. My big three meaning my gratitude of the week, my affirmation of the week, and my obsession of the week. And then my Venus is the book I am reading for the week. So I wrote it down here on my laptop. I'm gonna just have it right in front of me. So my gratitude for the week is just goal setting. Well, one, I'm grateful for the new year. It is 2026 and I am so grateful, and I am also grateful for goal setting. So I started doing my vision board, and I know some people do it like at the end of December, or they like to do it like the first week of the year, but I feel like I don't know the vibe of the year yet, so I can't start. So I started doing my vision board last week, and I feel like that is the perfect time because I feel like you kind of get a vibe of how your year is going to unfold, and you can just start goal setting and putting like things you want to achieve. But I'm so excited. Like, I feel like after doing my vision board, I just get this like sense of motivation and the sense to just start doing things. So yeah, I'm excited. My obsession of the week is traders. It's crazy because I'm recording this episode on Thursday, which even though I'm recording on Thursday, we do have new episodes every Tuesday. And the new episode of Traders come out, and I am so obsessed with this show. Like, me and my sister started watching it out of nowhere, just like super random. But it's such a good show. It's kind of like a real life Among Us, but they have reality TV show stars from different shows on it. So it's a super interesting concept, and it's just super interesting and like fun to watch. So it's been really, really fun. So my affirmation of the week is funny because while I was sitting down and I was drafting up this episode, I was listening to my music, and one song came on, and it is a song. It's called "Life Is Simple" by Mazak, Marshmallow Jefferson, and Salome Daz. And the affirmation or the lyrics basically just goes like, if you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. Life is simple. And it just keeps going like that. And it's like an EDM song, and it hits. And I feel like when it came on, I was like, that is so true. Not true, but I feel like that's not that it's that easy, but sometimes it is that easy to be self-aware. Like, if you're not happy, what can you do to change it? Because a lot of times it is in our control. I want to say like maybe a good 90% of the time what we want is in our control to change, and then the other 10% is like obviously how other people are impacting your life, and that comes with change. But yeah, it's such a good song. I want to play it.
If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop.
I don't know. That's the song. And it's just, I don't know. I just thought, I was like, that is so, like, yeah, it's like, sometimes it is that simple. A lot of times it is out of our control, but a lot of times, again, it is in our control to change. And yeah, I feel like it's so funny because that is such an extreme way of viewing it. Like, if you don't like something, just change it. I feel like that's such an extreme way of viewing it. But I feel like as well that it puts things into perspective, because a lot of times we are in control of our own happiness. If you know you're in control of your own happiness, then what will you do to change it? And then my Venus for the week is the book I'm currently reading. And again, I'm still reading A Reaper at the Gates by Sabati here. I actually have it right here. If you are watching this either on Spotify or YouTube, I have it right here. This is a book, and it's such a pretty cover. It's like I feel like I'm obsessed with the cover. It's such a pretty green cover, but it is the third book in a series. And oh my goodness, I was updating because I want to start making like bookish videos. So I was updating, I guess, the bookish vlog. And I don't know, I feel like this book, It's not my favorite in the series, and it sucks to say that because I was so hooked on the first two books. But then I don't know, I feel like I've been in the world for too long and I just need to step away, or if it's really just falling flat and there's only one character's point of view that I actually care about. And the rest I feel like it's just dragging. Like literally feel like it's dragging, and it sucks because I really like this book. But I'm hoping it picks up, and then I have one more book in the series to finish, and then I'll be done with the series. But I think I'm gonna read a book in between, like finishing it, so I don't burn myself out from the world. And then I'm still reading as well The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And that book, again, I love it. It's so good when it comes to understanding being the present moment and being present, and just how to connect that to your everyday, like your everyday life. And it's so simple. And I feel like I always say this, I'm going to sound like a broken record, that book feels like a meditation. Like the chapters are not short per se, but they're broken up into parts, and then each part is like broken up into smaller like sections. I'm gonna see if I actually have the book here as well so I can show you guys, because it's genuinely a good book, and I feel like it's a great book. They have like these dividers in between the chapters, if you can see that, if you're watching this again on YouTube or Spotify. They have those dividers, and it's really cool. And yeah, also, I am wearing pajamas, and I wanted this to be cozy. Like, at first I was gonna do full glam and everything, but I was like, no, I want this to be cozy. Like, we're just chilling, and it's just us yapping, like just us talking. But yeah, that was my big three and my Venus for my week. Anyway, welcome to Inner Essence, a podcast meant to help you find your own inner essence and connect with yourself. It connects with yourself deeper with every conversation. But with all this talk about connecting with your inner essence and talking about inner essence, what actually is an inner essence? And I feel like, yeah, like, girl, like, what's an inner essence? Oh my god, my sister's home. So there's two definitions, right? Let's just start with inner. What does inner mean? Inner means inside of you. Inner means something that is inside.
I got the goods.
Ah, you got the goods.
I got the goods.
Pliable. Oh my god, did you eat yours? It's really late at night. Oh my god, it's heavy. We got the goods.
Because I have mine in there.
Oh,
too.
you didn't eat yours?
Nah, I waited till I got home.
That's crazy. Okay. We'll be right back. I will be right back.
Break.
It's a pliable break.
Oh, the camera's right here.
Yeah. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to break down inner essence in two ways. Well, we're going to split it up. So inner, of course, means something inside. It could be anything. It's just something inside, right? And then essence, when it comes to defining essence, there is two definitions I looked up and I want to use. So the first definition of essence, it is the intrinsic nature or indispensable quality of something, especially something abstract that determines its character. And the second definition is the intrinsic nature or most important quality that makes something what it is. Its core identity or fundamental substance, like the essence of love is unselfishness, or the essence of democracy is equality. And that's just like a basic definition, but I feel like essence is just like the pure, like, not the moral. I mean, it's kind of like the value, and it's a little bit like your morals, but it's deeper than that. It is something that resides deeper within you. It is like your core being that makes you you. It is the cause for something. So in my own words, I feel like and I wrote it down. So in my own words, I believe that your inner essence is kind of a play on words, because your essence is what's inside of you. There is no inner essence, because your essence is that thing that resides within you. It is deeper than your personality. It is deeper than heart or your brain. It's deeper than that. It is some can say it's your soul, but it's your essence. It is what makes you you. It is what drives you. It is who you are when you think nobody is looking. It is who you are when you're at your most vulnerable. It is essentially the true you, like your authentic version, the you who stays with you throughout every stage of your life, that essence, because it's not defined by personality, and it's not defined by your wants or needs or your passion. Maybe your essence can drive your passion, and maybe when you connect to your essence and can bring out your passions and your purpose, but your inner essence isn't specifically your passions or your purpose. It is who you are at your core, right? It is the reason why you shine, like your essence. Like, you ever look at somebody and like, I don't want to say vibe, like I don't want to say somebody's vibe, but I feel like it is something deeper than that. I feel like it's what highlights you as a person, right? It is where your passions and where your desires stem from. It's your essence. It is who you are. Again, like when nobody's looking or when you think nobody's looking. It is your true meaning. Like, if you can categorize who you are at yourself, like what drives you, it is that essence. And you can connect with it. Like, it's really easy to connect with it, but I feel like we get so distracted by just society. And I mean, not even just society, but like our current circumstances, our community, things like that. Like, when we're born, we're kind of already told how we should be and what you should do and things like that. And this is your name, you know? You're kind of already guided into who you should be in society. But your essence goes beyond that. Your essence is deeper than that. And to connect with your essence, you kind of have to disconnect from the things that make you you. You kind of have to set aside who you think you are, your identity, all of that. Because your identity makes up this physical body, yes, your identity makes it up. But when you're talking about essence, it is something that, again, like based on the definition, you cannot grab, you cannot grasp. It's something it's not tangible. But to connect with it, you have to put aside who you are. Like, who are you if it wasn't for your occupation? Who are you if it wasn't for your experience? Who are you if it wasn't for your family, your upbringing, your social class, your race? Who are you if it wasn't for your name? Like, who are you? Like, if you strip all of that back, all of that down, who are you? And I feel like once you get to that core, that indicates your essence, your own inner essence. And usually through that, when we listen, and I feel like that, again, just from my own personal understanding, that is also where your intuition stems from. A lot of times we talk about our intuition, and our intuition isn't our mind. It could stem from our heart, but it's deeper than that. Our intuition is that silent voice of knowing. Our intuition stems from that essence, because that essence is something beyond us. It's, yeah, I don't want to make you guys spiral, but it's it's something deeper than that. Okay. So when you do end up connecting with your inner essence, what does it feel like? You need to ask yourself that. Like, when you're connecting deeper, and that's the whole thing, like your inner essence is you connecting deeper with yourselves. I feel like we give so much of our time and energy to other people and things and situations that we don't give it to ourselves. And I feel like we never think of it that way because we're always with ourselves. So you're probably like, why do I want to give more energy into myself when that's the whole purpose? It's not only, it's giving your time, giving yourself the energy you give to others. We give so much of us to others. We need to give it back to ourselves and understand ourselves and really sit with us and really try to understand, who are you? Like, who are you at your core, at your being? What are your likes? What are your desires? What are your likes and desires, and all of these things that come from you and not from the society around you, your community around you, or what you think you should be liking. It is coming to terms and understanding your own personal truth. And I feel like that is the whole point of the inner essence. I feel like if we all connect with our own inner essence, then, oh my gosh, I feel like a big portion of the issues would be resolved, because if you're connecting with that, you're connecting with something deeper than yourselves, and all this hatred and all these things will not have space to exist. You know, after hearing all of that, you're like, how can I connect with my own inner essence? It's easy. Like, again, it's giving to yourself. It is understanding who you are. You know, a lot of times I feel like the most easy things to say is, you know, meditate. But meditation does not come easy to everybody, and maybe meditation does not call you. There's different things to tap into yourself. Maybe when somebody meditates, after hours and hours of meditating multiple times a week for who knows how many years, what they get out of it is their own personal truth. But maybe you get that same truth by doing something else that resonates with you. It can be a creative project. It can be tapping into your creativity, because I feel like when you're really in the flow state, especially when you're creating, you're tapping into that flow state. And when you're in that flow state, your mind is kind of blank. It's serene. You're just moving with it. You're like, it's you and your creativity in one. And then you can get that same answer that somebody would have gotten in meditation. You're getting it through creativity. It's literally that. It is doing what resonates with you and what makes sense to you. And I feel like it's Listen, we are in an age of social media. We have so much information. Try to de-influence yourself. Maybe something that works for somebody does not work for you, and that is okay. This is what I mean. Like, try to really tap into yourself and understand how you can get the answers that you seek. So, if you're trying to find your essence, and maybe I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you should do meditation or journal, do this and third. Try it yourself. What calls out to you? Do it. Even if it sounds, excuse me, even if it sounds absurd and you've never seen anybody do it, but it makes sense for you, then do it. If for some reason I feel like I'll feel more connected to myself if I don't know, by getting an adrenaline rush, because for some reason that really connects you to yourself, then do it. It's very out of the ordinary, but it works for you. And that's what I mean. It's like, don't follow what you see on social media all the time, or what you think you should be doing, or even asking ChatGPT, or even, this, like, these things. You don't need to go outside of yourselves to find the answer, because they all reside within you. You just need to silence your mind, and you really need to be present and just ask yourself. Write it down on your notes app, or write it down on paper, whatever you need to do. Just ask yourself, and your answers will actually come to you. Also, it's difficult because you're like, I'm asking myself these questions, but what's the answer? I can't hear it. And again, that is normal. Sometimes it's you need to focus on as well, what makes you happy. Not when was the last time you felt genuine happiness, and what caused that genuine happiness, and try to follow that and try to find the answer within that. Like, reading between the lines and truly understanding what resonates with you and what makes you happy. You cannot follow the truth of other people and expect it to work for you as well. No. When you're doing inner work, it is just that you are focusing on you and yourself and understanding the itty bitty parts. And if you're trying to deepen your connection with yourself, it's time to listen to your intuition. A lot of times we listen only to our brain and what is logical, but a lot of times when we are talking about these sort of topics that are not tangible and cannot be defined, you need to go beyond logic, and you need to, yes, logic is good and it's perfect, and we need logic to survive in the world we live in. But when you are trying to tap into something, especially when you're trying to increase, or you're trying to strengthen your intuition, you need to listen to that voice, and you need to, like, that tiny voice that is in the back of your mind, and or like in the back of your being. A lot of, like, and practice. Like, maybe if you are indecisive with something, ask yourself and ask your intuition, what should I do, or what is the answer, and then see what comes within you. And a lot of times you're gonna get a lot of wrong answers, but then it's always going to be that tiny silent voice. Sometimes it's the very first one, sometimes it is the quietest voice within you, and that is the right answer. And you just got to keep practicing your intuition until you strengthen it. It's like a muscle, like anything else. Like, give yourself things to practice with. But I only say this because once you strengthen your intuition, then you can really learn how to tap in within yourself and really connect with your essence, and really connect with your truth and what makes you happy, and what is going to help you just evolve in the best way possible and break free from your chains and whatever that means to you. But yeah, I feel like that is your inner essence. I feel like your inner essence, in a nutshell, in the most simplest way possible, without bringing in religion or anything like that, in just the most simplest way possible, as objective as I can be, it is your soul. And whatever your soul means to you, that is up to you. That is up to you to decide. That is up to you to tap into your intuition, to try to define a soul. If you even believe in a soul, or if you don't believe in a soul. But your inner essence is your soul. It is your being. It is a part of you that will always follow you and will always be part of you. That is the truest part of you. It is truer than your name. It is truer than your background. And it is truer than your upbringing, because that is your inner essence that cannot be changed, that cannot be shifted. And that is your own personal truth and what we came and what we were basically born with. So, but to kind of tie it all together in a nutshell, that is what your inner essence is. From just the basic definition, it determines your character. It determines who you are. It determines who you are in this life. And, it is the core of your being. That's what it is. It is the core of your being. That is what inner essence means. But I feel like most importantly, to tie everything up, it's what inner essence means to you. Whenever I say essence or inner essence, like, what comes to your mind and what makes you feel more connected and seen just within yourself. And I feel like that is your answer to what an inner essence is. Because maybe soul does not resonate with everybody, and that's okay. But for me, that's what it resonates with. And for me, that's kind of how I see it. But it's up to you, you know? What does inner essence mean to you? So I used to end every episode with homework, but I feel like now I'm just gonna answer it. I'm gonna end it with a question to kind of have you think for a week or a bit. But you know, if you can, try to think and connect with your own inner essence in whatever way that means to you, and try to answer the question like, what is an inner essence mean to you, and what is it trying to tell you? Like, what is your inner essence trying to tell you? Okay, thank you so much for watching this episode. It was so fun recording this. It's my first time trying videos, so I apologize if there's a lot of cuts and a lot of just angle movements because it's oh my gosh, it was just a lot. My camera kept running out of storage, but anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I upload every Tuesday, so I will see you guys next Tuesday. And I am so excited. Thank you so much for listening and for staying until these and staying until the end. And I will see you guys soon. Stay smart, stay hot. Bye.